right, so I am looking for an afternoon trade, my model from my model, so we're just going to manage this one just like we've been doing. So we're in progress, and I'm kind of this is my day so far. This one is kind of crazy because beautiful trade got up to the CE of the daily wick, and then it came back and hit my stop, so whatever. And then these three were just me fighting with a downward tide, which is just stupid. So, in terms of what I'm looking for, so we had a low, lower low, shifted through nicely, waited for them to come back down to hit the top of the breaker, stop below the breaker, and I'm looking for this -3 just above this buy side here for that many ticks. So I'll consider moving my stop once we've cleared this high here with a nice body, not a wick, and see what happens. So they ran for liquidity on the lunchtime into this in below the opening price from midnight, and then they rolled up. So I am just gonna try and be patient and see what happens. Now, the other thing that could happen here is this entry is just above equilibrium, so not perfect. So there's a possibility for them to jump into the 5-minute fair value gap, but I'm just gonna let the trade run and see what happens. And per the fib, I'm using it to specify the low and the high here for aiming. So right about here at the buy side is where the draw is, I think, inside of this thing. Oh, and if we look at, let me switch over to my other things. If we look at the 15-minute, we're still bullish. The daily, we're still bullish. Sorry, the 4-hour, we're still bullish. The daily was still bullish. I'm thinking they'll poke further into this daily SIBI. And but what I'm currently wrestling with right now is if I want to tier how I take profit. So my morning's trade, which was beautiful. So from here, I was looking for something above here. They meandered about the CE of the fair value gap and then dropped and took me out. So this is a good lesson in understanding, maybe paying attention to where they might knock you out. So kind of sucked, but starting to learn the process there. And then doing too much to try and force it in this general vicinity. Once the shift happened here, I should not have tried to go long so many times. I guess it wasn't a lot, but I did try, so that wasn't cool. So I'm wrestling with whether or not I want to take my profit here or at the buy side, specifically at the draw and be done. So at 319, at 797, right, like a tick or two above it, that's 717.50, and that's good too. So yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's take it like a tick or two above the expected, the 15,610 right there. So let's just watch and see what it does. Um, expect the afternoon be where they're planning on making it run for cover. I'm also wondering if I should take 3 off right here and the rest like 2 up here and see what it does. Or I mean above these highs right here and then another set up here. Tearing it up. All right, so it's looking good so far. um, so we're just gonna watch it, and so 717 there. Um, if I do sell, so like 3 here, and then the rest of the three here. Then I would lock in profits here and then take the rest up here. Let's do that. Let's, you know, so I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna sell 3 right there, and then I'm going to cancel that. And let's drop that by 1. And let's see if we can sell 2 right there. See if we can get that high above that. Okay, that's the plan. Maybe even leave a runner on, just curious. So could sell 1 right here and then sell 1 right here and see if they're capable of getting it to the halfway point. I'm being extra ambitious now. Because what's going to happen is once we get over this buy side and take that, I'm going to move the stop above here, and it doesn't matter if it goes here or here, I don't care. So that's the plan for the moment. Let's see how well we do. That seems kind of stupid. Let's just sell at this right here, exactly. And then 1 more there, and then 1 more there. Let's see how well that works for us. All right, so on the 5-minute, we have this, we need to get past this candle. I want it to just disrespect it. No hanging about. It is the day before non-farm payroll, so they can play games. So either I should take my money at, but this is us trying to test out this whole pyramiding thing, So we got this to take, this to take, this to take. So lots of yumminess up here. This guy right here is what messed with me last time. So let's see. So at this point, I am going to reduce some risk here. I mean, we're over 100 ticks up, but we haven't taken out this. With 100 ticks, if it comes back down and takes me out, I'm gonna be real pissed. You know what? So let me just do that. And then for any real tearing, any further tearing of the stops is about 2 o'clock right now. And I'm waiting for them to take out this short-term high right here. So fingers off, just gonna watch. So we have a shift as well here. So let's see. So I was watching this like pile up earlier and I was like, all right, but remember why we're here. We're here to test the process. So I am going to, or maybe I should sell 4 here at this and then see if we can leave a runner on to see if it's going to get up to this. You know what? I like that. I like that better. Let's make sure and lock stuff in. Let's and let's sell 4 right up there. Yeah. So my original model was to take 160 ticks and be happy, right? Which I was in the 200s up here um earlier today, but more I think it's more appropriate for me to go after the buy side, right? All right, so we've got 3 minutes. We're going for this high up here. Very cool. All right. Very good, very good. So we're coming up on 400, which is not bad. I'm just gonna zoom in and see how this works. So I'm just gonna do that and then see. Actually, sorry. Let's see, set the runner here and then move the stop above here. So either way, that's we've got 2 hours before I would be anywhere close to wanting to close anything. So let's see if they're gonna give us what we want. And so earlier I was actually doing some stuff, so I couldn't record. But let's see. Yeah, so this first trade right here, the 15, where I entered at 15, 552.25. So over here, let's review. And let's see what we could have done better. So on the 5 minute, I was watching all this gross wicking. And once we kind of broke into it and took out these highs, I was just waiting for them to come back in to the base of this. And honestly, I should have done this. I should have taken this low and that high right there and set it to equilibrium. Set my entry to below equilibrium. And then, once they got to this, it would have been fine. Because let's see. Uh, Equilibrium. And yeah, 214, not bad. So this was more of I'm watching how it behaves as it's entering the SIBI. Oh, sweet. Hold on a second. All right. So, right. Anyway, so once it came here, I should have felt comfortable closing out the trade. I mean, it was a nice combination, but I mean, it was so close to this. Why wouldn't they take it? But they didn't. And then, of course, I got stopped out when it came down. I had my stop at 40 ticks or thereabouts. Um, and then I just kept. So that was this one. So the 750, I went back long again at 15,568. 568. So I was thinking about this fair value gap holding up price, and then I realized I was wrong. And I was just being stupid because look at the shift here. Like, that's an obvious we're going in the opposite direction, at least temporarily down, and I should have just listened. But I didn't. So I got my arse handed to me. That's all right. And then forced it again, the same place technically, and then yeah, got stopped out, just forcing it. And then this one, 1202 at 515, 547.25. It went up a little bit and then it just sort of, in this general vicinity, or is it 42? Yeah. And then I moved it into my stop into profit and I was just like, no, I don't trust it. So I obviously good plan because it waterfalled against me. So boo. And now we're here, literally looking for low, lower low, traded through. That's a nice shift. And now we're just waiting for it to roll up. I don't know how far it's going to go, which is why I'm testing out this sell side, sell limit thing. Take 4 here and see if we can get to the CE, the midpoint of this SIBI. Let's see what else is in this general vicinity in a sec. um, okay. All right, let's take a look at the daily here. That's a nice looking 15-minute candle. Let's got the daily. Yeah, so we're digging in. So I'm just expecting them to take this wick out. I'm just curious to see if they can bust a little higher up, for the day. I don't know that they will, but it's a test. There's a minute left on that 15-minute candle. It's taking out the high, so I think once it's closed nicely, I'll move my stop to just under here. And I mean, it's literally per my plan for next year at the 160. I should be taking profit, but I'm realizing that my real plan should be to take profit at points of liquidity and not necessarily at a specific tick level. So we'll see how well that works out for me. The 4 hour seems to be moving um, more positively for the last hour 45. So, and there is a shift, so I'm expecting movement in this direction. Okay. So just gonna wait. I'm not gonna talk as much. We're just gonna let this play out, see how it behaves here. It's already stalled us there to run for liquidity in the opposite direction. My expectation is for them to take it now. So let's see. And we've not closed a body above this thing yet, so I'm not doing anything. Because they do love these waterfall drops back down. So just gonna watch this. 27 seconds on that. 170. This is also good for me. I'm like working through my anxiety around the trades and entering on the breakers and things like that. It's good. I feel a lot better about next year. So now I just need to make sure this is all very dispassionate. And the 50-minute candle closed almost equal highs. Okay. So we're expanding. All right, we close the body above that. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to move my stop to just under here. A little bit to about 40. Just that's about good. And we'll just let it do its thing. Like I said, once it gets past this buy side liquidity, I'm literally just going to move the stop once if it chooses to run. If it's just meandering about, um, might not wait for this, but and maybe it would be more satisfying for me to just take profit from there. I don't know. Because we're back to where I was meandering about and not taking profit earlier, and then ended up with 97.5. But this is so I can learn to run with the liquidity. One, two, three. Oh, jeez. Mm, mm. Oh, let's see. Um, oh, yes. Um, 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 that one. Mm, That's annoying. Okay. So we are looking like we're messing around with the CEO of this wick right here. See about this 5 minute busy. So I'm just wondering if they're gonna take this out like before 3 o'clock and then maybe run for some more stuff after that. I don't know. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Coming back up to the sea of this wick. This see if I'm gonna allow myself to lose all of this again. But again, working through my emotions around this. So, all right. So we're reaching for this area, which has been a bane of my existence so far today. So, little Sibby right there on the 5 minute to play with. I want to see them just take out this high and don't even think about it. Just blow through it like it doesn't even exist. That's my expectation. So I need to see. Yeah, just leave a runner on. Hmm. Oof, guys, no joke. Gotta take a shower. I'm supposed to work out and was hanging out at the hospital last night, waiting to take my mom home, and it was just so unbelievably stressful. Like just trying to get her home, and I realize how these hospitals are just a huge. I mean, they are overworked. You know what I mean? They're overworked. They've got a lot going on, so it's like in and out, in and out. Just get them in, get them out, get them in, get them out, get gone. Type behavior going on in there. So. So this week, and I apologize, like I didn't do what I was supposed to do in terms of filming my losses, but this week feels like a bit of a turning point for me because I feel a lot more measured when it comes to these trades and um slowly working towards that detached comfort and just being okay with um trades that follow the model but don't really like give me like this morning's right, like the mindset that I should have, I'm not here, maybe I should have taken some off, right, so I could kept most of the majority of it here. um And I probably should be taking something off here. So I'm curious what yeah, so NQ's been made a lower NQ's felt really weak. Well, it made a lower low. Actually, did it? Hold on. Yeah. Where Nasdaq never took these lows out, NQ did, right? So at this point, it felt like Nasdaq was the better play for me. I really don't know what my entry would have been like for um this because it's not as clear, right? Like this is obvious. And there's a low here, traded through. So I guess it would have been here. And then I would be aiming for, this 61 ticks or whatever with a 20 tick stop. Well, this high, whatever. Something like that. And see if they'll take that wick out. 70 ticks. So what's that from a limit order perspective? And this would be a little different. I'm finding that like 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight micros would be the equivalent of the five, which is kind of weird to me. I'm not gonna lie, it's very weird. But anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. So not weird reaction here. There is a fair value gap right here. I don't know if I'm thinking about how far down they can come on this price leg. Yeah, so that fair value gap wouldn't be weird in my mind, which is why my stop isn't anywhere near that. It's my shield. So we're just watching and waiting. Like I said, it's a similar scenario as this as the morning where, they took this out, that out. It's non-farm payroll. I'm expecting them to take this still, and I'm still, for the love of everything, not taking partials here. I don't know why. I feel like they'll take this high out to come up to here. So just gonna let that ride. So these swings down, so if we're being honest, there's nothing on this 5 minute that's gonna, like, if they took this low out, then we would just be out of luck. We'd be just switching and moving on, moving to the downside. But um, I already see that happening. So from here, I'm gonna take the video off because I've got to run to the potty. So don't miss me too much. All right, coming back down to that expected area. Because nothing goes up in a straight line. That's why we don't move our stops too early. Drinking water. But it is hurtful to see it come up here and not continue on up. But this is what it is, so for the second time today, I'm gonna watch all that juicy profit just disappear. Because it's unrealized until you take it. You only get what you get. 236. Okay. So we're at that order block and the fair value gap. Let's see the behavior here. This is a no risk trade for me, so I already. It's mildly disheartening if I don't take what I'm looking for, but we are we are in the learning stages of this process. And in my very limited ability to understand what's happening here, if they take out this fair value gap, then I mean, besides the low being, I should say this low right here, being proper shift on the 5 minute, um it would be really weird for me if they came all the way back down there. That's not like decent structure. Like what we generally see is, something like this where they come back to where the fair value gap is and an order block, that type of thing. Like I said, coming out here would put them in a discount to continue on up. So for more seasoned folks, they might be like adding more to the position here, probably. Not more seasoned. I'm just now trying to learn how to use the, you know, sell limit stuff. But, given that this is before non-farm payroll, it's kind of mean. Another reason why he's like, not good at day to trade like the day before or whatever. So I probably shouldn't even be trying to like do this. But like I said, I'm gonna move my stop up here and then, once it gets up here and moves, I'll just move my stop. And if it keeps climbing up to get it, beautiful. If I get stopped out, that's fine. So let's let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 55 seconds left on that 5 minute candle of doom. Doom. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be all kinds of patient. Oh my God. I need to take a shower, y'all. So the one thing I'm trying not to do is not overthink things as well. I've been very, very guilty of that. So I'm gonna just do other things while I'm waiting for this to play out, and we'll just let it do whatever it's gonna do. My general expectation is a Judas swing down for this 5 minute candle and then an expansion back up. is what I'm expecting. So this is where the old me would want to come in here and move my stop to about 80 takes to at least secure that. I'm not going to do that. I've got to get comfortable with these trades moving in a certain way and either doing what I expect and then me reassessing if I'm on the right side of the fence here. So, given the behavior, we've taken out a lot of sell side here, and now I think we're heading to take out the buy side. I don't know if I've moved my stop too soon, but I think I'm in a relatively safe place. We're meandering. What time is it? 2:42? Okay, so they're stalling for the 250 macro to 310, I think. I don't know if I'm always messing up when this macro is supposed to run. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, wow. Okay. That's just mean. I wasn't really expecting that. But it could be again another scenario where I get stopped out without taking the money. Yep. Oh, sigh. Until it takes out this logo, it's still pretty bullish for me. So let's see what it does. I'm gonna buy it here. What happened? Okay. And I'm gonna set my stop loss below this low right here. And we gonna do this. All right. Oh. So far I've managed to not take profit when it's hit a nice place twice today. And then I just re-entered very low, traded through. There is a small, tiny breaker in here. So, all right, so we're just gonna see if we can take that and not worry about it. I'm surprised that it came down that far, though, honestly. And I might to take him move my stop too soon. Um, it came to the 0.75. All right, so probably shouldn't have re-entered so quickly. But I'm still bullish. It's about to be. Wow, they really just messed with us. Too sweet, eh? Hopefully this is not a repeat of this morning for me, because we made our lower high here. If we can't clear this, then I mean, we're I'm pretty much wrong, and it's continuing down. It's not gonna take out that high for the day. Yeah, like this is dug way too deep into this to be comfortable. So we need to bust through, turn this into support, and go. Otherwise, I'm just wrong. By the way, I need one more. See here. Oof. Are you serious right now? Eh. That's a lovely rejection there. Like I said, if they take this out, then we shift in. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's annoying. Like this time they fell short of the 25 CE right there. That's just unbelievable. So we have an order block here. We have propulsion blocks right here. So if they take this puppy out, then, maybe we should make a new rule. Like if, maybe I should be locking in that 80 ticks, but same time, it just seems, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems, it's just so very unpredictable the way this thing is moving. Why? There is a nice shift on the 15 minutes, so, and as long as we stay inside of this thing, we need this to expand and continue up. Again, I cannot believe I let it go to 200 ticks and didn't take profit. But again, the process is that I'm here to test the strategy, which works. Maybe my targets are wrong. Or maybe I just need to wait a little more. I don't know. So we entered it with less contracts than before. Hmm, maybe I should be looking at this. Let's switch this up. There is a Sibi right here. Let's switch that out. Hmm. But if we move from here, I expect it to expand properly, if I'm being honest with you, and finally run up. But this is massively annoying. Is this like a daily range or something? Hmm. So my 5 minute thing ran, came back, tagged me in, took out this high, never made it up to here. I don't know if I like the story, but it still feels bullish, so going to let it do what it does. Okay. It's 252, so it's gonna run. It's already run for a lot of sell sides, so I think buy side's where we're going, but hey. I'm gonna add one more to make it a full whatever pull. Ah, ta 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 ta. Oh, Kitty wants more food. Ugh, that 15-minute candle looks gross. And that 4 hour candle is looking even more gross, so I don't know. Maybe I'm still wrong. That's looking pretty bearish now. We've got the C of this wick as a last resort for this. Oh, wow. So, survey says we didn't even make it to this time. I don't know. This is weird. But for respecting this higher time frame SIBI, just gonna see if we're right or wrong. You've watched me not take profits. Again, and I said to myself earlier, I should have taken some off when I hit a certain amount, like maybe take half off and then see what happens. It's so weird. So weird that I did that. But this is looking not good at all. Like that looks like it wants to. This is a short-term low here. The thing is, like, if I'm wrong, then it shouldn't spend too much time down here. It should just go like it did here, right? And we're coming into 3 o'clock, so let's see what we do. Hmm. There's a little volume imbalance right here. All right. Okay. Kitty is coming over to be in the way. So probably why trading before non-farm payroll the day before is not a good look. But my new rule is if I see my entry, I use it and go, which I did. And you saw that. And then you saw me just take 112 from that beautiful, beautiful run. So 2 minutes left on that 15-minute candle. Expect this to be a breakaway gap right here, but I don't. They've come down too far. I probably shouldn't even be in this trade. Hmm. Okay, this cat has returned, and he is on my lap. Mm. We're also seeing how they behave inside of this order block. See if we can hold it out. If they close a candle past like the 50%, then I'm definitely offside. But this move down seems, well, I'm learning, so whatever. Um, Calm down, kitty. You're okay. You're okay. Who's a good kitty? Oh, poor thing. He is like so, he doesn't like noises and things. They stress him out. All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. All right, you're okay, bud. Yes. Calm down, buddy. You okay? All right, good, good. All right, kid. You're okay. Why are you so, he's so jumpy? Calm down, kitty. If you can't handle hanging out with me, you can't be kicking it with a sister. Know what I'm saying? Not me. All right, calm down, buddy. All right, you're okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this thing uses it as support to go up and maybe run between 3 and 4 for this. This is silly. You take profits up here, take some off, and then, I am learning. I have given up so much profits today. So much unrealized profits today. 112.97.50. Ridiculous. Can I just say that? Ridiculous. Hmm. So I got a journal today about all of this silliness I've done to myself. I did not trade through, so it should still be bullish, but just constantly giving things away here. I don't like it. Or maybe this afternoon's just not going to run as far as I want it to. because it's not about what I want, right? It's what the market's gonna do. So we run up and down, up and down, up and down. This is a balanced space. So if we're going up, we should continue. If we're going down, well, kitty, you can't be bouncing around. This kitty. Oh, oh, what? That's what is this? Sorry, that wasn't meant for this trading video, just a work thing. Hmm. So I could just be reading the order flow wrong, but I read it right, and I should have just been okay with those 200 ticks, but I don't know. We'll see. Trying to get all kinds of dispassionate about this stuff. Because with those two trades today, I would have been over 1200. Really? All right, calm down, buddy. Every time I type, he just goes a little weird. Calm down, bud. Calm down. I'll have to type, otherwise you can't be on my lap, buddy. Hmm. Um, oh, good, it's the same name. Oh, I don't know how this cat is like balancing on one leg. It's so funny. Ah, okay. Hmm? Are you serious right now? Some new stuff. Hmm. Sigh. There's nothing inefficient down here, so I expect it to continue on up. And hmm, okay. Little 5 minutes busy right here. See if we can act as support so we can keep going up. You watch me not take profit. And honestly, like this, once it busted midway through that, I should have just exited. I mean, my stop was on here, but still, it was kind of crazy. And price has been efficiently delivered this way up to here. So I assume it's going to be 315, so we'll get that slog up. Probably, let's see if we can bust past here. And let that macro run. Or is it 250 to 310? I don't know. I should probably set a standard to how much I should take. I said 160, but you know, we got this high to bust above. We got this high to get to here. Am I being too picky? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments when you finally see this video and the craziness that I've endured in this scenario. I'm wondering if I should take three here and then the rest up here, just to lock in some profits. So where are you going? I mean, Yeah. Most I'll do is reduce my risk. Because I expect it to continue expanding that way. Oh, what time is it? 3:15? So I've given up good potential profits while waiting for an exact specific area to show up, which is just madness. One, this price action is basically going sideways. And yeah, I'm probably just being too picky about where they're reaching for. But I'm gonna lock in 80 ticks once we get over 100 and just be like, F it. uh, all right. This kitty is hungry. All right, so we are gonna go into no risk right there. And once we take out that high, I'll move it to a certain level, but we're not playing no games up in here. I mean, from here, we're able to move up nicely, and I should have taken my profits. Honestly, I should have done some checking. Let's see. I mean, I did, but uh, and look, the point two. They turned around at the point two. Oh, that's why. Jeez, because that's the most likely area for them to turn around is at the point two per ICT. Right now we are it's 317. We're meandering around at 80 ticks. Uh, it's not sexy. And I'm a little mad at myself for wasting perfectly good trade money. But at the same time, it's a good learning experience. Let's zoom out a little bit. So from this morning, what's the low of the day? 5:30. So midnight. Okay, so this is the range for the day. Yeah. It came into discount and then took off. It's 3:18. I don't know that we're gonna get away with anything exciting. I mean, I had my excitement and didn't take it, so that was my fault. I should have specified where the point two was there and then take that and be very, very happy with it. So these are all good lessons that I'm learning as we go through this process. We're getting this BS again. Kitty's coming back. And I'm just gonna continue with this. Can't believe I did that to myself, but I can because it's I'm learning and it's new and it's not weird. So there's no reason for them to come back down. But if they're just gonna meander about, we might have to wait until 350 for any movement. The fact that it's stuck here, I don't like it. What is in this general vicinity that is a problem? This little Fair Valley Gap, this Sibby right here, it's acting as no kitty. What time is it? We're in a no risk trade. We're gonna we're gonna feed the kitty. Hmm. Okay. All right. Kitty's gotten stuff. All right, so I need to pay a closer attention to where the point two area of things are. So we didn't make a lower low. Let's see what. Uh, oops, see that. Oh wow. Okay, I can take this off. I mean that's looking the good price action. So it's there. Okay, so these guys made a lower low. So we have SMT here. Nasdaq saying we're going higher. So I'm gonna listen to Nasdaq and let her do her thing. She's been driving higher, but not quite making it to where she needs to go for whatever reason. It's very annoying. All right, so what do we have? Ah, there's a tiny volume imbalance right here. I don't know if that's enough of a draw. We got this SIBI right here that it is fighting with. So, but in terms of order blocks, I needed to bust through this like it's sandpaper. You know what I mean? All right, so I am going to adjust how I take profit here. So I'm gonna take 3 off here, and then I'm gonna take the rest off here. And just be done with it. So it gives me the opportunity to do that. We seem to be stuck at 80 ticks. So I'm just gonna note this city right here. So I can track the behavior around it. There's a minute left on that candle. There's nothing down here but this little guy right there, so. And there's no order block down here, except for this one right here. So there is a shift here. Come on. Nothing exciting this way, so sigh. Well, my perfect entry definitely is uh what I should have, stuck with. This entry is me being stubborn, and that's just ridiculous because there's no point in me being stubborn. It's 325 the day before non-farm payroll, so I don't know. It's not pretty. Yeah, we just going sideways on this 15 minutes, so should probably just take once it gets here, I should just take my profits and be done with it. This is all kinds of non-farm payroll BS right here. And I've already squandered a perfectly good trade um today. Two of them. You watch me do the exact same thing not once but twice so far. Twice. But it's 326. Let's see if we can't. If we're continuing up properly, we're gonna bust through this like you know, paper, just toilet paper and just blow through it. And then take out this no respect of this order block. We saw some respect here. Um I don't particularly like it, but we don't have a real shift on the 5 minute. And if we see one right here on the 1 minute. Fair value gap right here, so if we're going down, it should plummet. But I'm still bullish, so just going to not get distracted by what happens on the lower time frames. If I get stopped out, I'm wrong, then that's okay because this trade is not my model. And this version of it is not my model. This version of it, and that was gold. Except I didn't take my profits where I was supposed to. So that wasn't cute. Volume imbalance. Zoom in on that little spot. Man, is that enough? It's so tiny. Why are you guys punting back down this way? It just seems so unnecessary to come here. Well, might as well note it in case I forget it. Just forget that it's there. Tiny, tiny volume imbalance. Let me zoom out here. So we're still bullish. We still have the shift. Still think we're going up. So 13 seconds left on that candle. If I don't shower today, something's wrong, man. I'm filth. I'm filth incarnate. Mm. We have a low traded through. So this is on the 1 minute. So let me do this. Where is the two? Mm. And the kitty's back again. I'm like, how much lap time do you need, buddy? All the lap time? Yeah, all the lap time. He wants all the lap time, y'all. Uh, or maybe I'm not ready to do pyramiding. Um, oh, here it goes, getting rejected at this thing again. I don't like the behavior, like it's not trying to get up there. But it's made relatively equal highs here, so fair value gap, shift. So we'll see. Mm, is that your tummy, kitty? Jeez. You okay? Mm. So I'm learning. So I'm wondering if my AM session trade had a similar behavior. Well, it wasn't my model. This is my model. This is not my model. So this beauty of a setup is just life. Like, yes. Mm, the sheer reluctance to get up there is kind of disheartening, if I'm being honest with you. We can't get past this thing, then I might as well close, you know? Yeah, but this one didn't have like a good setup. This was perfect. Beautiful. Okay. And it had a perfect place for me to take profit. Uh, so you've watched me at least once today give up on profits. We can't get past this. I don't know. It's 334. We'll see. Let's see what this is the 5 minute. That wicking doesn't make me feel good. But it's still bullish, so maybe it's waiting on a specific time frame to move up. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna let it run its course. Given the sheer amount of time that we've wasted, I'm gonna slap that right on top of that. Not wasted, but spent. What is this red? Oh, the volume imbalance. Uh, it's a lot of time distortion, I think, just waiting for something to happen. Oh, did I not put my camera back on? Sorry about that. Here, enjoy some kitty time. Yeah, kitty wants to eat and hey, spend his time on the lap. Okay, this is just time distortion. I'm watching the 5 minute. If we can't bust through this like paper mache, then I might as well just close this and be done. Because once we blow through this, I can move my stuff up to here. But this is just so very like the re-enter here was silly. What was the question? not really a question. So the first one, I could have taken my monies, and I should have, because that's the second time I've gotten to that point and didn't take my monies. At this point, I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm going to make some notes in my journal around the experience, especially when it comes to the actual setup that I was waiting for. That I'm going to absolutely pay closer attention to, because the point two from here to here is, as long as it's close to something, can aim for that. One above that, take it. Because it's a high. It took that high out. It doesn't have to go do this high. It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. But that's my expectation for the draw on liquidity. Whoops. Delete that. And let's see, for this price leg here, we've already hit equilibrium once, so can't see past this Catman. So it's a low stress trade. Just gonna see what we do, how we form. We took out anybody who had their stops under here. And it's just noise right here. It's just noise. Like, this is more interesting to me. Yeah, we're just going sideways. It's nothing. It's nothing exciting going on here. I don't know if we're even gonna bother to do any movement, and I don't know if I want to sit here for much longer with this trade. If I'm being completely honest, I might just be perfectly happy just taking the 5 at the CE if it takes up this high. I'm not worried about it running for liquidity here. You gotta have like longevity. And this is currently working its way down. Having been rejected not once but twice here. So it's 46 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. So I'm just gonna wait, drink water. One thing I'm noting is that the down close candle is holding price up. This one. So let's be patient and stay the course. But we've been sort of stuck at the 80, 85, So this is about just under half of what I was pulling, not once, but twice today. And it seems like a crying shame to let that be the way of it. But we're waiting. There's time and place. So between 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and so on. So we're just gonna take our profits and go. Which we haven't done before. What's up, boy? What's up, my little man bun? You feeling good? So these are some good lessons that I need to learn around this whole trading thing. Paying attention to what the higher time frame candles are doing is like super important. Got this 15-minute SIBI that we're hanging out inside of. Just hanging out inside of, so. And this is that consequent encroachment, that wick too. Yeah, you know what? Like, having not taken profits where I was supposed to, not once but twice. Yeah, I might just go ahead and just, when it busts through here, just take all 5. Because it's so finicky today, and I've just not done what I'm supposed to do. So, let's do that. I'll take that and note my. Come on. All right, if we can't bust through this on this 5 minute candle, then, you know, that's a pretty strong indication. I'm just gonna be done with that. We need to get past this equal highs area here. So if I were to do this, this one's there. Still meandering around inside of this thing. Come on, you can do it. That's fine, you can log me off there. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe I just try and go for low-hanging fruit and stop trying to be Superman. I'm not ready for that yet, obviously. Um, uh, mm, sure. All right, let's see what 350 does. The 350 macro. Because right now you're just teasing me. Now we're getting an expansion. Okay. So what am I doing? Touch that. I need to drink my water. I see how this candle closes. So finally getting a candle above here. Let's see what this last portion of the 5 minute candle does. And then hopefully we can just be done with this at the 0.25 because 344, 6 minutes for the macro. Looks like we're finally going to close above this thing, which is good. It's not weird for it to use it as support. And yep. So, given my performance today, I've changed my mind around how I want to deal with this and just expect them to take this high out, hit the CE right here, and be happy with that for the day. All right, so closed above it. Expect it to just bust through this like warm, wet paper. Is that a good analogy? So it's not weird for them to tap this and use it as support for a continuation upwards. So having not come down much lower, I feel like we are in a relatively good place, but 350 to move our stop to secure maybe another $100. We've been here so many times today at different times. It's so crazy. Like if I was just taking the 160, I would just taking 160 multiple times today. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And maybe that's what I should be doing and stop trying to fight it. Okay, let's see. Let's get some expansion past this thing. Well, it's a better 15-minute candle. Now we have to contend with the wick on that 15-minute candle. Yeah, let's see if we can't. There's a rejection block right there too. Hmm. It's like I've given back so much. I don't feel like doing that. All right, so I know they're gonna take this high out and at minimum touch that. Are we close to any kind of new wig opening gap? Nope. Okay. All right, so maybe we'll get a nice 350 expansion. So far, that 5-minute candle is weak. Come up on 4 o'clock, so I kind of want to be out of here by then. So let's see about our expansion up here. Let's see what we did when we tapped it earlier. We just kind of busted through it a bit, wicked. So expecting something similar. Let me take this high out and tap that. So 348. I feel comfortable moving my stop to about here. And let's see if the 350 is going to just be a complete a-hole. Month and a half left in this 5-minute candle. So I love a good waterfall. This act as support. Am I doing it again, y'all? Yeah, let me know in the comments. It's 38 seconds. Let's see. That 15-minute candle still has 10 minutes left in it, so anything could happen with it. And let's let's taking those highs out. So 2 seconds and we're at 350. Let's see what we do. White likes to do that, like that macro is just running for gold right now. Let me bring this down because the volume imbalanced. Run to take things out and then go the other way. See how this order block is treated. Still 4 minutes left on that 5-minute candle, so it's about how the body actually moves. So it's just some sideways bullshit, really. We took those out and those out. You need more? Because once it hits 4 o'clock, it could just start going sideways, and that's not weird. Um, I like that it didn't take this high out when it rolled up there. So I don't know. We'll see. My opportunities for taking profits were here and here, and it's just this choppy BS right here. So there's always a rush to kick people out, and then maybe a continuation to the upside. I'm still bullish. Let's see, this wicked, the body will tell the tales. So no, it's almost 4 o'clock. I don't like holding this long, but I guess I don't have a choice, really. If we start moving this back up here, then I can move my stop. This that doesn't look very nice. I don't like it. So for the third time today, it looks like I would have given up stuff. Just for 4 o'clock to come along and mess with me. Tiny volume imbalance, that's what this is. So this behavior here, we take out this low and we close below it, then we've shifted again, and I'm wrong. Just took it out here, so sorry. Let me put this on the 5 minute properly. We have a short-term low here that we've wicked below. That's a shift in structure right there. So it looks like we're gonna close that out. Yep. Oh, this sucks. I mean, seriously. Like today, I could be in the 1200s, but instead, I've taken 27, 12, $5, 750, and 97 and lost that. Like, come on. It's just rude. It's just plain rude. So low, shift, and now it's just gonna run. This breaker is probably done for. I'm not taking any more trades. But there it is. That was, oh my God, 2 hours of me not taking profit. It's all good, y'all. It's a learning process. But I love how my setups actually do work the way they're supposed to. I just need to work on my take profits. Anyway, I think that's it for me today. Be safe, Shakira, out.